Hi there, it's Simone. Today I would like to take you along as I print, well, it's already printed, as I bind a traveler's notebook insert. This is a B6 size, as the next planner I was going to use was a B6. Unfortunately, this has not come to fruition, but nevertheless, I decided to show you what I am doing because I think these steps are part of what makes the insert look almost professional. I'm not a professional traveler's notebook maker or insert maker, and so yes, my inserts look handmade, but there's some steps that help me um, make it look and nicer and make it be a lot more useful. So the first thing, as you can see here, is I am using a bone folder and I am folding each paper by itself so that the crease is really harsh, and it's not it fit everything fits inside nicely. I'm making sure that the folds align, and then I'm using a paper clip to hold it all together. And then I'm putting it aside because I am going to use this scrapbooking paper as my cover. And I am using, I think, almost the full page because I am going to create pockets to put stuff inside. So I am trying to figure out what I want to be the front and the back, how much I will be able to feature on the front page. And what I need to keep in mind is that I will be cutting this down more. So I need to cut down the white paper still. It is still the letter size from the printer, and B6 is smaller than half letter size. So I will need to cut that down, but I am going to do that after I have bound it. And the reason for that is because I want the edges to be the same width. So when you bind a insert or any kind of book, the outer pages need more paper than the pages that are more towards the middle, because the outer pages need to wrap around all the other pages inside, and so they need more paper. And when you cut them all before you bind them, they will all have the same size, and that's what will make it harder, or what will look off then. So I struggled with this. I have made one like maybe a week before I filmed this, and everything went so smoothly, and that's how I actually got the idea to film along. But for some reason, because I think I'm cool, I did not write down the steps that I didn't write down which steps I took when. I did this the exact same way. Well, not the exact same way I did the other one, because I probably messed up some of the steps, because this definitely did not come out as smoothly or work out as smoothly as the other one did. So, what am I doing? So, I folded up the paper from, because that's I decided to make the pocket this height, not because I want it to be this big, but because I want it to feature the outside print. You could definitely make the pocket much deeper if you wanted to. And here again, I forgot that I was going to cut off some paper in the top, so my binding will be very, very close to the upper edge. I'm very happy and lucky that I didn't punch the hole where I would cut it off, because that would totally defeat the purpose. But what I'm using is I'm using a poker tool that I received in a set from We Are Memory Keepers or American Crafts. I'm not sure about that. But the tool that you will need is called an, let me think, is it called awl? I will need to look it up and look for the translation or the correct pronunciation. I will link the product in the description box. But if you have something, a thick needle that is pointy, you can punch these holes. And if you're not sure that you're going to punch right through the creases, you could also use if you have a really, really thick book, dictionary, stuff, something like that, you could place your whole notebook in the crease, like open your dictionary up and then put your notebook in the crease there and then punch right through there. That is how I used to do it in the beginning. And then I'm often using 3 to 5 holes, and then I'm going up, down, all the way to the top, and then I'm turning around, and then I'm looping the thread. I used embroidery thread. You can use any kind of thread that doesn't break easily to do this. And then the bottom one, I'm circling around twice, and then I'm usually doing 3 knots. So now I'm cutting off the top, and that is when I realized that I was super lucky. And the way I'm cutting off the paper is also, I'm using a metal ruler and a paper trimmer or paper cutter, cutting knife, and I am going along. I'm just cutting multiple times until I have reached the bottom piece of paper, because I'm not able to cut through this all in one step. And then I realized, oops, I have lost the cutting mark. I want to fold over the edge of the cover because it makes it feel much sturdier, and so I'm folding both of those back. I used the cut-off part to mark the space where I actually needed to cut, and then I folded both of the cover pages to the left side and cut down on the right side on the insert. And then I realized that this looked off. I probably didn't really cut it straight, and so I'm trying to rectify that mistake. But the funny thing is now it looks crooked the other way, which this is a handmade insert, and it's totally fine if it doesn't look 100% professional. That's the beauty of making things yourself, that they don't look like you bought them in the store. And then I'm cutting off the outer this one piece of cardstock because I think it's too bulky if you fold it over on itself. And then I realized, oops, I cannot use glue. I cannot put glue all the way down the fold. The only piece that gets glue is the bottom part where it overlaps. And then the rest of this works like a folder. So I've done the back, and now where I'm finding the mark to fold over the page is just, see, it's eyeballing. It's not measuring. This is as perfect as it needs to be for me. You could totally measure this. I am not a measuring person. And then again, I'm cutting off the excess cardstock so it's not getting too bulky down there. And then for some reason this didn't really work out, so I'm cutting off a sliver again, and then I am adding glue to just the bottom part where it overlaps, and then I'm folding it over, and then I am deciding that this is done now, and then I'm rolling it a bit to make it feel easier. And this is what I want. I wanted pockets in the front and the back, and I have them here now. And for some reason this is under some tension, and so it will lay flat and flatten itself out. Here I'm showing you the pocket that I made for my garden journal. It is much higher. You can totally do that as well. A 12 by 12 paper works really great. Yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and you're not intimidated to try making your own inserts. If you do, let me know and show them to me. I would love to cheer you on. I hope to see you soon. Bye.